for. I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me, and I don't care.
It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by the way he plays.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10, here's Stroud. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Stroud looking to change the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down. As Stroud now to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Stroud working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second down, here's Willis. And his throw is incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Here's Stroud. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on third down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 4. But just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Levis now on 1st and 10. It's complete to Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Petrie just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Levis keeps it option left. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Wiley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Sentinels have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for McFarland. A touchback and a ball. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Cook again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Call that a gain of 11. Stroud. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Throwing now is Stroud. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Play action now. Levis. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Left side, Cook. Shifts by him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. Now Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell from 3 yards out. And the Oilers are able to move back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 3rd and 2. Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And here's a give to Spears. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Runs over.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
1st and 10. Here's Levis.
That's complete. Right around the 8. Touchdown.
Chigakakwo.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Sentinels will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One final go for this offense here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Oilers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Levis.
He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground. Trucks over it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Paid for this.
So we've hit halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Here's Elijah Moore now, bringing it out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Working from the gun, here's Levis.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which
which side has been the more physical one? It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Pushes him over. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Hand off to Spears. Ooh, the juke.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented him from maybe going all the way.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees a...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Sentinels have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here for McFarland. A touchback. And the ball out to the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
To the right side and caught by Dell.
Oh, good move. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud. He'll find the blow complete.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. On first down, McFarland
Shreds the tackle, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
on the bootleg. Stroud. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
McFarland. Touchdown, Houston. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
give up the middle to McFarland.
And he'll take this from a 9 down to about the 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Stroud looking to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. Touchdown! Take with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Oilers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
And a catch made by Hopkins. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 2nd down throw from Levis. He's got the connection to Moore.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Levis now off of play action.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Straight ahead running, here's McFarland.
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Levis on 3rd down. And he is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Levis from the gun.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Escapes the defender. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Stroud to throw it.
It is caught by Shaheed. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Oilers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Houston's offense taking over again. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a...
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go! A huge play there for Houston. 61 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And Levis going back to the air.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis. his throw's going to... At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Singletary to get the drive started. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.